button is pushed, and the button is pushed, and the button is pushed.
Push it. Push it good.
But push it real good.
We're back.
Salt and pepper? Salt and podcast? Isn't that salt and pepper?
I think so.
Yeah. But push it real good. Yeah,
I
oh,
like
definitely
to
salt
push
and
it.
pepper. Yeah. And Spinderella. Oh, push it.
Is that who's on there?
Spinderella's their DJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a lady? Is that why
Yeah,
it's Spinderella?
lady DJ. Yeah, she was actually my favorite.
Did she do a lot of cleaning as well when nobody was afterwards? She's like, son of a bitch, I have to stay and clean this place.
She could only do gigs until midnight and have to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to get out of here. I got to clean this shit up.
A couple of evil stepsisters.
Yeah, babysitter's only home till 1. She's
great.
got school tomorrow.
Excited about something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, would you want to just jump right into your whole thing there that, you're excited about?
Oh, yeah, I think people know. I think I mentioned last time that I was going to have a pony
Oh, I don't know.
come
Did
and
you?
hang out with us. I think I mentioned it, and then we got sidetracked.
Oh, okay. I don't listen to the other podcasts, so.
I
You guys should, though. Other people should.
I listened to it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Actually, you did listen to it quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I might have listened to the quickie this morning.
Oh, those are good ones, though. 15, 17 minutes long. Those are good. Quickie.
Quickies are good because they fit anytime.
Yeah, make sure you look at those quickies, folks. Or listen to those quickies. Either way. Look at quickies, too, because that's fun. If you can get a chance to look at a quickie.
You're that kind of a situation.
You never know.
Anyways, welcome back, folks. We're back here on the What the Fuck Are We Doing podcast.
Holy hell, what's going on here podcast?
No, what's the real name?
We Can't Pick a Title podcast. See, I had to think about it every now and then.
Welcome, guys. And girls and everybody else.
Yeah,
and
it sort of goes along with our whole
pets.
thing. Like production companies and
everybody's
band names and stuff. Just sort of random, like Old Meat is my band name that I always want to do. Not my real band. I don't have a real band. I got to play an instrument.
Okay.
I got a guitar now. Thanks, Lucky.
Yay! That's true. We got to get her all strung up and stuff. It's got strings on it, but it's like... And we think we're awesome because we're like strum stuff around the house. Like... Yeah, it's not good. I'm sure everybody else that plays guitar and stuff knows what's going on. It's like, ouch, stop it, you fucking incompetent musically
We'll record some
bastards.
and then play it, and then we'll get some good feedback, I'm sure, from all the guitar players out there.
Yeah, we make up some awesome songs while we're playing it really poorly, too.
Nothing matches. No key, no lyrics or anything match at all
it's
to any kind of
painful.
tempo. But yeah.
The cat leaves the yard every time we do it. Poor guy.
To get more cats so they can come back and listen to the awesome concert.
Oh, you think so?
I assume.
Yeah.
They're like, meow.
It does kind of sound like lonesome, horny cats or something.
Ooh, lonesome.
There's your album name. Lonesome Horny Cats.
See, there's another band name. Lonesome Horny Cats Podcast.
Brought to you by Hot Meat Thompson. Or what's the name? I forgot.
Hot Meat, that's even better than Old Meat.
Old Hot Meat.
Hot Meat. Old Hot Meat.
It was in my backpack.
This meat's been in the car way too long.
Missed the fairy meat. Gross.
Should have brought your cooler meat. That's just sort of for fairy people, I guess. You got to bring your cooler so you can pack your meat in your cooler, and
It's a thing.
it's a whole process that you learn.
Traveling
And
and stuff.
Yeah, well.
Not like that zombie meat I heard about. Now, I think the advantage of zombie meat would be like it probably wouldn't need to be refrigerated. But so somebody asked if zombie meat would be edible, if that would be a thing, and I was like, well, I'm not sure why you'd want to. But then they were like, well, if there were no other animals, and people were like, hey, it's a food source because apocalypse happens or whatever.
A pretty massive food source if you think about it. According to all the zombie movies where they just pile up, you can just go and cultivate
just
some
have
meat.
as much ribs as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd like get the virus per se if you ate a zombie. I mean, it can't taste good.
My guess is yes.
But if you've got like some like marinade or
anything with like sickness or poison inside it, technically, as long as you cook the hell out of it, and you don't get the actual, like, saliva glands or the venom sacs.
You're not just slurping the blood parts off, just licking it off the cutting board.
It's good protein, that venom sac.
Well, I like to use a fresh cutting board when I cut up my zombies.
If I learned anything from watching Alone,
it's true.
Tons of protein in a venom sac.
Well, is there?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem accurate.
I wish I had a sack joke right now, because I do speaking of sacks, but I don't.
Yeah, like
really
a sack lunch.
Like Unchained Wilderness.
Yeah.
That's what that lion calls a sack lunch. That's the best.
So gross.
Whoa! This is a good time having on the horizon now. That's the best. I love that. Look at the balls on that lion.
I don't know if it's everybody else out there in Facebook land, but I've been seeing, speaking of videos of lions fucking.
Oh.
Has anybody else been having that pop up in their newsfeed? Or, like, I'm on a couple nature pages or whatever, and, like, a lot in the last little while have been, like, just, like... lion porn, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. Like, I was just like, I don't know that I need to ever see cats fucking.
Kitty porn? Oh! It's like cat porn,
Exactly.
I had to say it.
Yeah.
I'm on a couple pages that it's more like, watch the lion eat the shit out of this gazelle, and, watch this hyena back away from 3 lions, and it's Kruger Observatory in Africa somewhere.
Maybe I'm on the wrong animal pages or something.
Are you sure you're on Facebook?
They're checking. Pornhub's got some pretty specialized things. They're like, we heard you like cats.
I want to type in lion now. Go to Pornhub and type in lion and see what you'll get some dude dressed up as a lion.
I hope there's costumes.
I'm Simba. Oh.
Jason.
Yeah, I had to go young again. That's bad.
No.
Kitty porn keeps coming up.
Yeah. Meow.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Kitty porn.
Yeah. Not children porn.
I still don't want to watch that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I was like, so I just clicked the X on the top of the thing so I didn't have to see it in my newsfeed again.
Not the triple X.
No, maybe I hit it 3 times. I don't know. I messed up somewhere along the way.
That's the algorithm. Yeah, you figured it out. The Facebook
Not sure.
loophole.
I don't think people are supposed to see that much lion fucking on one newsfeed. I was like, is this the same one coming up? But it was like different. Maybe it's like mating season right now. Does anybody know? You guys comment on our...
Anybody else getting that?
Nobody really comments on our Facebook stuff anyway.
No. They've got to start.
That's okay.
You folks, once we build better,
if you guys
audience,
feel you guys feel confident typing and stuff, and you know about lions fucking... And you can tell me what time of year, like, are they just in the wild fucking right now, or is this old vintage footage that people are pulling up, and I happen to pause watching it, and maybe now Facebook just thinks that I'm, like...
lion porn directors out there, possibly?
Into watching that more than one time.
Well, the algorithm knows you better than you know yourself.
It's
right?
unfortunate.
So,
they're like, she likes cats. She presses like on every cat thing that she sees unless the cat looks unhappy. I don't know.
Same,
you're not seeing the lions?
No,
fucking?
I get like secret passageways through Disney theme parks and weird videos like that I don't know if I've ever searched or clicked on.
I don't even go to Disney theme parks.
But it's like, it's a whole like,
but
hey, do you know this secret?
Backdoor Disney's?
Oh.
I think we're back on Pornhub again.
Somehow
Sorry, guys.
got back to porn. Oops. You type in Disney and Pornhub and I bet you get lots. You get lots of princess porn, I'm sure.
Maybe. Maybe people learned Aladdin.
Or like Beauty and the Beast kind of thing.
Be like, I would like to see a genie bottle doing some stuff. I saw that.
Rub it the right way.
I think there might be a song brewing on your guitar later.
Can rub it the right way. What were you going to say? Something about something?
Oh, I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah, anyways.
What do we got in the pipe you're about to ask?
Yeah, hey Jason, what do you got in the pipe?
So I thought, well, Bobby Jean, today's product comes to us from our beautiful little friend, a little sprite of a beautiful, lovely person who we have MK Ultra here.
Grown local?
I believe grown locally here.
It's one of those like 100
homegrown
mile farm to table situations or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's about half a mile or so.
Yeah, it might be longer than that if you're walking.
Oh yeah, well, that doesn't work.
That's not how it works.
Actually, it'd make me
It
think
feels like it's way farther when you're walking than when you're driving, so I just assumed that it like stretches out.
There's your relative time
Yeah. What's
theory
your
for
distance?
Einstein.
Yeah. Wait, am I walking there or taking the car?
That's awesome.
Time's relative.
Where's Einstein when you need him? You're like, okay, is it uphill? Am I having to walk?
Yeah.
You know?
We had a bit of uphill today.
How
but
tired or
that was okay.
hungover am I?
Is the sun beating down? Because if the sun beats down, that slows everything down.
Is it more of a stumble kind of
Yeah.
walk? You
Yeah.
know,
Are we staggering?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Was there a cerveza involved?
What's the relative speed of a walk of shame?
Oh, do I have both shoes?
I assume I lost my shoes.
Do I have my
somewhere.
panties and my dignity?
You can't have both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one or the other.
Not on a walk of
no,
shame.
no. Yeah,
Yeah, one or the other.
doesn't really count.
That's what I heard.
So we got the MK Ultra.
Yeah, you
Here,
want to try
back to that. Sure.
Yeah.
MK Ultra. I don't know if you know about that or not.
I don't know anything about it.
It was a secret
it's
military operation where they gave soldiers LSD and got them all fucked up.
So it's
was a
like
good
an LSD weed?
No, I think it's just normal weed. It's just good.
think that the name is really cool.
Probably. Yeah, I think
that's
they're
what we're
like,
gonna speculate.
Hey, it's MK Ultra, or maybe it's Mortal Kombat Ultra. Maybe that's what it stands
What? Wasn't
You know.
Knighton into Mortal Kombat?
for. Mortal Kombat!
Didn't you guys play a whole bunch of
Oh,
Mortal
I love
Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Street Fighter.
Oh, that was Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
we were Street Fighter.
Right.
Yeah. The Mortal Kombat video game kind of sucked, actually. It was sort of like up until it got good.
What was the one where you had Gambit?
I don't know. Gambit's like X-Men. Marvel, X-Men.
Maybe I played the X-Men one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We probably played X-Men.
I
like,
tried that one
on
time, but it
arcade?
wasn't very good.
The
I
arcade
don't know
version?
what that is.
Oh, okay. You know what an arcade is.
Like where people go to play video games?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
mainly.
not in a basement?
Well, I mean, it could be in a basement.
could be a mall
If you're getting
basement.
invited to one of those basement arcades, then
Like a strip mall basement? Hey, I played pool at a strip mall basement in Winfield, BC. It's pretty lovely.
easy for you to say that 10 times fast.
Yeah, I haven't even smoked any.
Strip
That's
mall
probably...
basement in Winfield, BC.
Yeah, I played pool with some nice people there.
Rolls off right off the tongue there.
Yeah.
Strip mall basement podcast.
No.
Should we take a hoot?
Okay,
Try it out. You ready?
3, 2, 1. Taking a hoot any minute now. Beastie's here, you guys. Just popped in. Maybe he could sense the marijuana. He's like, oh, my joints are aching. I need a little hoot of the marijuanas.
So zombie meat, do you think it tastes good? Like, okay, let's just say that you could eat it. Let's say, you're totally fine. You just gotta do like a slow roast kind of thing.
Kind of expands in your lungs.
How would you eat it? Like, would you do like steaks, burgers? Would you slice it thin like sandwich meat?
Depends on my setup. Like if I'm like out in the woods, hunkered down, trying to like not attract anybody, or can I like use the smoker?
What, did you make a smoker in your zombie apocalypse?
I might have gone to somebody's place that had a smoker.
Oh, I like that.
Or
Just
maybe
take over
I
a
already,
house that already has a smoker.
Or I already had one.
Right, in your own house. And
those
you were like a
people were-
prepper.
Yeah, maybe.
In your underground vault bunker. Zombie bunker.
I don't know if I'd want to be underground.
With a moat and a surrounding...
I'm not good with underground.
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'm pretty claustrophobic.
You'd have to have lots of exit strategies in your zombie compound. Zompound.
I need to be able to see out.
Zompound.
I don't know if any of you guys have gone camping with me, but like a perfect example of how claustrophobic I am is when I go tenting with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have a glow stick, or I find it's just easier on everybody else if I have a glow stick.
I find it's easier on everyone else. That's a great way to put that, actually.
Well, I don't know.
It definitely helps me to... I learned after the first night to, let's have a glow stick. No problem with that.
Yeah, you just have a glow stick.
Yeah,
And
it's a lot
then
easier
it's
than...
okay. Farting around trying to find the light and Because
it's a lot easier than waking up with a panicked woman right beside you, freaking out and not knowing where the exit is or where the door is, and I'm just waking up and going, "Holy shit, what's happening?"
Yeah, I get pretty claustrophobic if I wake up and I can't see, so the glow stick sort of helps.
And it's not necessarily scared of the dark thing. Like, I know you don't like the dark, but it's more because you can't see and you don't know
under the bed.
I don't know how much space you have.
I don't know how much air is left.
Oh, so it's definitely claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, let me just tell you about this one time I went camping. Okay. And it was 4-H camp, and we were doing, like, a summer camp, so we were all set up down at the fairgrounds and had our horses in the stalls, and we were all in the tents. And I was, like, I think there was, like, 6 of us, youths, in this tent.
You youths?
Yeah, so there's, like, 3 of us on each side, and then, like, big kind of bay door tents. It was like the late 90s or mid 90s or whatever.
Okay.
I guess early 90s actually now. So anyways, there's a bunch of us gals in there, and so you're horsing around and everything. So we've got
horsing around
literally because it's horse camp. So we had like riding boots and then like sneakers and like flip-flops for going to the river. So everybody had all their shoes just outside the tent door. So we're sleeping with our heads up against the walls, like away, like feet towards the door. And I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, I couldn't see. I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. So I'm like, get to the zipper because I knew where it was. And I was, like, slept closest to the door.
It's always good to know where the zipper is.
You find all kinds of good stuff when you use a zipper. So, bird groans. Yeah, I know, it's a dirty joke. Sorry, birdie. The cat even left. So I unzip and, like, get through the screen, and I'm, like, stuck in the other part of the zipper, because there's, like, 2 zippers. There's, like, the actual, like, nylon closing weatherproof part too. So I get out that, and then just didn't so my head was outside, and so then I like slept with my like pillow and fucking halfway out of the tent. Like I looked like some like a rummy or some
like a turtle. That's what I keep thinking, like you're just popping out of your shell.
No, I had my arms out, too. It was like I was wearing the tent as a big mermaid bottom situation and had 4 other people in there. So the other poor campers who are all younger than me wake up and they're just like, what the shit, Bobby? You're like hanging out of the tent. I'm pretty sure that the counselors or parents or whoever are supervisory adults, when they came along, they thought that I'd gone and gotten all trashed and was, like, hanging out of the tent because I was going to puke. And I'm like, no, I'm just afraid of the dark and claustrophobic and a bit of weirdo.
I had half a beer and got drunk.
Oh, we hadn't had anything.
No, that's what I mean. You were so young or whatever, and innocent, I assume.
Yeah, none of us had booze. I was like the oldest kid there, so it was like super innocent, but I felt pretty dumb, and everybody was great. It was an awesome 4-H horse group.
There you go, 4-H. Good group. Yeah. I slept in a rolled up tarp once, just to compare. Like,
because of claustrophobia, or just as a camping situation?
Just drunken in the backyard after a party, and I was like, it was a bad night. Well, it wasn't it was a fun night, actually. It was just like...
It just wound up like a burrito situation?
I now understand and remember lots of things that happened and why my body doesn't work as well as it used to. Basically, I used to just like, hey, there's a deck with a trampoline off the end of it. I'm drunk. I'll just jump off the end. There's no railing. Sure. So we would just jump off like the deck onto the trampoline, and then you couldn't see anything else. It was just dark because it was backyard and you're drunk and couldn't see anything else. So I just and totally bad angle. So you just throwing off the end of the trampoline and then wham into a fence or wham into the yard or wham into a random wheelbarrow
German
or something.
Shepherd.
Exactly, yeah.
Somebody's prize rhododendron.
I think one of the times when I jumped off, I couldn't get back up, and there was a tarp like underneath the trampoline, and I was just like, "You'll work." Grabbed it and just rolled up full burrito style in it, and just like, I'm
and
good.
slept like under the trampoline.
Yeah, half under the trampoline.
Because you guys used
deal.
to sleep on the trampoline as
that was
sleepovers
always
sometimes,
super
right?
fun.
When Garrett would come over, your cousin.
Yeah,
Aww.
for sure. We'd always have buddies over or like a birthday party thing. Yeah, sleep on the tramp, and it was always brutal though.
Sleeping on the tramp, that meant something different on Denman. No, I'm joking.
That's a whole other thing.
I'm joking.
I mean, it's a whole different thing now, sleeping on the tramp.
Yeah, I was envious of the town kids that had trampolines and would get to sleep outside.
You'd always wake up in the morning and everybody would be like jammed together because gravity pulls you into the middle.
Right into the center. It's like sleeping in a hammock with your buddy.
Dew. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Juliana used to come over sometimes when we lived on the south end at Grandpa Marcus's place, and we went to school together and we'd hang out in the hammock. We were small enough. We were like, grade 3, grade 4 maybe or something. But yeah, you'd just wind up crushed into each other. It's not a proper sleeping situation. So I imagine a trampoline which is stretchy is even fucking worse.
Full of, 13-year-old dudes. Oh, 6 or 7 13-year-old dudes that are all soaked in blankets and sleeping bags. And
why were the blankets soaked?
Well,
because
the dew.
Of the beer and pissing yourself?
Oh, they're all,
go, man.
early morning dudes
just
and,
go.
wet dreams
like
and all.
Dumb and Dumber.
Just go, man. Yeah, keeping yourself warm. Yeah. It was always funny at random times. You'd be like, somebody would get cold and then sneak inside and then sneak inside. There'd maybe 1 or 2 people left on the tramp in the morning. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and then it's fine because you're not all fucking...
jammed together.
Yeah, crammed into a ball at the bottom.
It was always the smaller kids that got crushed on the bottom.
They gotta stay on the outside.
Yeah.
You guys organize it better.
Yeah, that was always a blast, though. Or the sprinkler. Put the sprinkler into the tramp. That was always a blast.
Wouldn't you slip and break an ankle?
Oh, yeah. But that's trampolines. You'd break everything.
But that's a trampoline.
Oh, I broke so many bones on our trampoline.
Yeah. I think everybody was like, they're a bone-breaking thing. We had horses. That was enough bone-breaking.
Yeah, that'd do it, too.
Yeah. I mean, I've never broken a bone, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, hey? I think I did it the other day. Broke lots of bones. I ended up off the trampoline.
Just one too many cock push-ups?
Breaking bones every day.
Sorry. Dick joke there, guys. Yeah. Sorry about the dick jokes.
Come on. Keep it clean.
Yeah, it's keeping up with my
Keep it classy.
Keeping up with my dick jokes.
Keeping it classy. What's that off of? Can't remember.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Probably something good.
Mm-hmm.
So you think zombie meat would be good? I think if you did some sort of a like marinade situation, like disinfectant, like if you soaked it in some vodka
or something. Bleach or something.
Well, no, you want it to be something that's,
edible.
Palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd want like a vinegary kind of or booze to sanitize the meat with and then do some flavors and I don't know, I don't eat people. So
you gotta try it.
It's like when you cook moose or deer, it's different than when you cook beef. Like I throw garlic and onions in beef all the time, but if you're doing moose and moose antlers, moose or whatever those guys, deer and stuff, I guess it's people use different. Somebody was like, "Oh, you got to do soy sauce and HP," and I was like, "What?" Because it's moose. And then it was really good, but I was like, so I'm wondering what the proper
I guess
human spices would be.
Doesn't soy sauce have vinegar in it? So something like that to break it down a little bit, I think, to sort of
acid
pierce the meat, as it were. I don't know. Either way, I'd load up a good sandwich full and chow down if it was edible.
If I couldn't get salmon or shellfish or
well, you gotta assume
I'd be happy to not go kill animals to eat them, but even now I don't need to eat animals.
No,
but
it might not be a matter of
but there might be no plants to sustain.
You just might not be able to get out to get them because there's zombies everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's hey, if I can't get out to eat, but there's zombies ready to, they'd be hey, there's, human-sized bacon walking around. I could just
if it tastes
eat
like
those,
bacon.
bust out a flamethrower.
Do you think you get the shits or something from it? Or what do you think would happen because of the zombie meat?
Get some of that rough zombie shits going on.
Chipotle away. Yeah. You're going to need the Chipotle away. Could you imagine the farts from zombie?
Well, there'd be no plumbing.
You know, salami's bad enough. We had that salami sandwich for lunch, and it was like, oh, there's a little bit of something on there with
that
the farts.
worked fast.
Yeah, but so can you imagine the zombie meat? Like, you know, when your dog eats something it shouldn't, and then is farting all night, and you're just like dying because of the smell. I think it would be like that kind of caliber of like
build up
zombie meat farts,
and like, it'd be like, you know, when you can tell, right? You know, you'll walk in at somebody's house, and be like, oh, dude, you cut down on that zombie meat, man.
Yeah, like if somebody's eating too much jerky,
you know,
or whatever,
deal.
you can tell.
Yeah.
Like that, you hop into the cab of the truck, and it just smells like jerky farts,
and not like zombie meat, but like processed through your.
Oh yeah,
zombie
like
meat, yeah,
poo flavor.
God damn.
On that.
All I think of is
like upset stomach poo.
All I think about is how important of a job it is to be like a plumber in the apocalypse. You know what I mean?
I mean, that shit's gonna pile up.
That's one thing that they never talk about in apocalypse movies or anything. Is
where
like,
everybody's going.
Where's everybody going? I
guess they think people aren't eating much.
When it's like two people out in the woods, like, I had to dig a little ditch here or whatever. But what about in the compound when there's 1,000 people in that fancy compound there that, I don't know, we stopped watching The Walking Dead. So.
Yeah, it got all...
Right when they got...
whiny.
Fucking Walking Dead.
I think it was the son was starting to become an adult.
That was another show where it was like... It was still on. It was like 3 or 4 years. I was like, that's still on? How are they still
like fucking
Walking Dead?
Seasons or
How are they still walking?
Yeah, we started watching it because we were putting on a zombie run, like the theater group in our town was hey, you know, like, let's get people active and we'll do this zombie run and you guys can be zombies and we'll charge people to like run through the forest and it'll get people being active. And so it was like this fun event that we used to do. And so, yeah, we got to dress up as zombies and coach other people to be zombies, and it'd be fun to do that out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's still going on. The people that started it are like, there's now a whole new crew of people that are putting it on, and it's evolved, which is great.
They're on their like 11th or 12th or 13th one or something now. Annual.
You know what they could market?
You know,
some zombie jerky.
Oh, I like it.
You know, and then they could just sell that at the end.
Sell it, yeah, for sure.
And you don't have it in a container. You just have to like put your hand in a gross bucket of meat. Okay, maybe bad idea.
I was gonna say a body.
You just
have
use
like a
tongs.
fake body set up, and you just rip chunks of it off.
You just tear a slab off.
But then you'd be the zombie.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
We'll get like a tofurkey made up.
Because you never see zombies eating each other. That's the thing.
No.
Right. Zombies eat humans, so ipso facto, humans should be able to eat zombies. That's
Travis
my theory.
Shuchuk from FX. What's it called? What's his company?
Ravenous.
Called? Ravenous FX. He might have some inside
some zombie
secrets.
Insight there.
Yeah, on like how do they, you know, because the zombies in the movies it looks like they're actually eating something and they're ripping it off, and you know, I wonder if you could make something that people are actually eating.
It's one of those things, I think, where like, you know, you don't want to be the first guy that tries it. It's you know, like the cow milk thing, or the first person that, you know, tried eating avocado or something. You know, you'd be like, I'm just going to bite into it and see what happens.
Egg.
You know, exactly, right? You know, you'd watch it come out going, you know, I bet there's something delicious inside there.
Well, I think you'd see other animals eating it, and then you'd be like, okay, that makes sense. And then you'd be like, the animals are sustaining themselves on it. That's like the moon snails. Like, I mean, you look at that, and the shell's really cool, but like the snail's freaking gargantuan.
3 pounds of meat there.
Yeah, it's like huge.
Yeah.
But then
they used to eat them. I assume people somewhere still do.
Yeah, I think people still do.
Yeah.
And eagles eat them, so.
You can eat the limpets, as we learned on Alone.
It's pretty gross.
You know, yeah.
The
ones they have there are like pretty big too.
Okay.
Compared to the ones that we have here.
They'd just like probably cook them up in a pot or something like that. Just make a little soup with their berries and seaweed.
Limpet soup. It's not bad.
Well, what was it? Your family, didn't they used to eat periwinkles? So they're just those little tiny, like maybe half-inch, little narrow triangle.
Did you say my family?
Yeah, what was it? Oh, I think Granny Thompson said that at one point that they'd
Oh, really?
had
Oh, I don't know.
Wiggles. Well, Danny, you let us know, Jason's dad.
We used to pick clams that were like freshwater clams in a river.
Oh.
At like this baseball tournament we used to go to. I can't remember where
cool.
it was. Slow pitch tournament.
And they were edible?
I assume. I don't know if we ever actually...
Were they sandy? Like, did you have to, like...
Yeah.
Like, put them to the side and let them
I don't know if we ever
like
actually ate them. I think as kids we probably just picked them and went, hey, clams. These are fun.
And then crushed them and watched other animals eat them?
Probably put them in a bucket of water and took them home as a pet.
Let them go bad!
Probably,
Something somebody kicked over.
It was the 80s, it's what we did back then. We didn't know any better.
Yeah, you weren't playing a video game.
I'm not going to use that excuse.
Having some outside time. Oh, Beastie's back. Hello, Beastie.
I might have thought I was doing the clams a favor. I'd bring it home
says hi to everybody.
Let it watch the A-Team.
Clams love the A-Team, if I know anything about clams.
If I know one thing about clams... I love it when a clam comes together.
Oh, we need that as a shirt. And it can have like a mohawk and a bunch of... Oh no, because it was the other guy.
He's got the cigar. It's Hannibal, the old guy. Yeah.
Oh my God, we'll do up a bunch of different clam team, bivalve team. I don't know. We'll work on it. B team.
Yeah, bivalve team.
C team because it's clams.
Copyright patent pending.
Yeah.
Yeah, registered trademark of
Definitely
SlicedBread
doing
Productions.
all those things.
Et cetera,
that I had really good ideas.
Well, now it's on paper. It's on paper.
It's on paper.
We can transcribe it.
It's actually being like printed off as we talk.
Yep.
It's like a stenographer. What do you call those?
Yeah, stenographer. Yeah, a court reporter.
Did a word.
On the old school printers is what I was thinking. Stenography's crazy. Remember I was telling you about that before?
No.
Anybody, I don't know if you're interested in things, but if you are at all, I know, you should look it up.
So general.
How stenography actually works. Like, it's a whole, they're not just typing really fast. They type whole words at once with, like, they push, like, 7 keys at a time. And the way they punch it in and have other little shift function buttons tells them this word, that word. And then in the back in the day, they would take that code and transcribe it into actual words.
Oh, so they jot it all down first.
No, it's not even notes necessarily. It's sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of hard to explain. Because, like, if you push certain keys in certain ways, there's only one word that it can be.
Okay. I like the hand gestures you're doing.
I keep doing almost like a marionette puppetry kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like, I feel like there's dancing puppets or something.
Well, if you watch them, that's how they do it. Anyways, now it's all computerized.
It's in the wrist.
Like, say, water, right? Water has, like, it's a consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant.
When you spell it?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of words coming at me here.
So they literally punch, like, all those keys in at the same time, I think. And then by pushing another button, it activates like a little code that says that's the pacing. It's like consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So literally by punching these letters in, W-A-T-E-R, at the exact same time, it can only be water.
Right.
It can't be retowel or anything. There's no word like that, right? So it codes it as like, it has to be this. It's really weird. I don't know. It's kind of neat.
So it was like a typewriter back in the day that somehow was programmed?
Yeah, sort of. It was like, they have like coding machines and stuff. It was sort of like that where it was, I assume way back in the day it was probably like actual typewriters. And I think they had like 3 or 4 people doing it at once kind of deal. And then you'd be, this person types up the judge and this person types up the lawyer and this person types up the bailiff. I don't know. Probably not the bailiff, but yeah. Anyway, there's lots of cool videos out there. There's one guy out there who really kind of goes through it all and tells you it's kind of neat. We got a weird little side note there, but it was kind of neat.
I just saw that thing about, was it Alan Turing?
Yeah, Turing.
The fella that he did a bunch of code cracking and all of that, and his sexuality or whatever was not
super gay.
Yeah, he was not accepted, and he took his own life by like putting cyanide in an apple and having a bite out of it, and that's why all Apple products have apple with a bite out of it. It's to honor him.
Oh, I didn't know that side of it. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Huh. Crazy.
Yeah, that's I can't. I wish I could remember
weird and cryptic and
all
morbid and shitty all at the same time. Like it's fucking.
It's powerful now that I know
that. Shit
that.
more than
I
anything,
think
that
that
pisses me off. But
pisses you off.
Sorry, I just hate that kind of stuff where people he's just living his life.
Oh,
literally just living his life to the absolute fullest. He was the best person in his field at what he did.
Yeah,
and completely distraught life because of how he was born and wanted to live.
Yeah.
It's so and not hurting anybody. Like anybody that he did have relations with or whatever was completely consensual and of age and everything. Like nobody got hurt out of the deal. It's just like I got goosebumps.
It's incredible. Like if you get the chance to go look up what he actually achieved, it was like I think he helped in the war and all kinds of stuff. He changed the world. You know, made the software that was allowed to help to compute and calculate things and became
the Enigma machine is what they cracked the Enigma machine and stuff. And it was like a big. It was killing him. It would have literally. I mean, who's to say? But it most likely would have won the war if they wouldn't have cracked the codes because it was just hammering on their boats and they were just getting so much code by that they couldn't break and stuff, and it was just killing them over and over.
Yeah, and he figured it out.
Yeah, built the machine and the first sort of literally the first computer.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, depending on who you talk to, first computer.
Yeah, it was really neat to just see that's what the symbol, the apple with a bite out of it, because he, you know, he chewed it and swallowed the apple so that he could, you know,
that's crazy,
to kill himself because his life was so he was being punished for being who he was because he was gay. It was tragic.
I'm not sure if it was him or not, or somebody else that I think tried to chemically castrate themselves too by doing crazy shit.
I don't know. There was awful things going on.
That blows me away. That kind of stuff.
I just seen the Apple thing on your Mac. I just saw it was lit up. So it reminded me that I just read that the other day.
All right, sweet. Maybe we'll get a free Mac out of all that.
Hopefully,
that's what you're going for, I assume. You know, get a free plug.
I use a PC,
get a free thing.
And actually, I haven't used it in a year. I use my phone. my laptop's going to take 3 hours.
Your Sony Vaio from back in the day.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, payment plan. I think it was $19 a month on my phone bill, and I could have a laptop. I was like, I'm never going to buy one, so sure.
Yeah, worth it. Go for that.
Yeah, works pretty good.
The Vios were pretty sweet, actually, back in the day. You know, I liked them. I always wanted one compared to my used whatever it was.
So do you think like a stewed zombie meat would be the way to go? Or like, because I kind of thought like a jerky, if you could like, you know, really get the yuck out of it. Because I would think it would be stringy, like there's not going to be a lot of fat left on it, right? The fat would just be rotten.
But
probably.
I guess it all depends, like, you know, because you look at zombies and there's ones that are like stripped totally clean. There's 100-year-old zombies that just came out of the dirt.
Yeah.
Or there's a 2-minute-old zombie, which you got to think that's some pretty good fresh meat.
Yeah.
Find some Olympic gymnast or something, you know, that's just really good. You know, or like a strongman. No, that'd be too much muscle.
And then it would be tough.
Yeah, hey.
You go for the veal side of it? You just start eating zombie kids?
No. Let's not even go down that path.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Too Far Thompson and all, but that...
You don't even like watching shows about kids getting hurt, so...
Kids are okay. It's the babies that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
You know, not a fan of watching babies
get hurt,
even if it's on a show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I've done enough movie stuff and been on enough sets now where it's like, I know it's all fake, but...
Yeah. I don't even like going in that.
I just start lactating, you know, when they start crying. Nothing.
You have to change your nip pads.
Yeah, nip pads. Just in case I keep on when I watch movies, just in case a baby starts crying.
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of dramatic babies on shows these days.
Ugh, the worst. Babies are so dramatic these days. What were you going to say? Something about babies?
Oh, yeah, just there was a doll store in West Edmonton Mall that, like, I don't know, I want to say it's, like, around the back, but that's kind of weird. It was, like, over by, like, the movie theater. It was,
I thought that was the name of the store, around the back. Like, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, where is this going? No, this doesn't have anything to do with the church.
Did you say doll store? With the church.
Sorry.
Oh, around the back.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Yeah, shout out to the missing kids.
Did you say doll store?
Well, not really. I think it was like a...
toy store?
No, it was like maybe an import kind of a shop, but it wasn't like all Middle Eastern stuff. It was like more European stuff, so it had like you could get a tartan, or you could get like,
weird.
You know, like
okay, yeah.
stuff from Scotland or whatever. So they had these like doll baby things anyways.
Yeah.
But they were super duper realistic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I couldn't go there. I was like, nope, not
because of the creepy baby dolls?
Well, or
because you're afraid of Scotland?
No.
Or something?
No, my nephew passed away when he was a couple months old, and they decided because not many people had got a chance to meet him, and we had family fly out to see him, they were like, we're going to do an open casket. And I was like, that's horrible. I mean, he's... Yeah, so he was only like a couple months old, and then they have him kind of like propped up a little bit in the coffin.
That legit just gave me the shivers.
It was a way to honor him, but you didn't have to like walk up to the front and look in to see him. And I'd met him. I'd gotten to like hang out with him, and he was a cute little baby. But like before he'd passed away. But then we went for the funeral, and they had him like kind of like propped like a bouquet of flowers, like propped up a bit, so you could see him right from where we were sitting, and you didn't have to go right up. So then we stopped at West Ed on the way home and watched a movie, because we were like, it was like Christmas time, and we were like, I can't go from baby funeral to yay, it's Christmas. Sure. I was like, I don't give a shit about a present ever again, but it was the other side of the family, and they were still having Christmas, and so we stopped and watched a movie at West End, and we had to walk by this store, and they had these dolls in the window, and they looked, and I was like, fuck, are those like whatever
dead babies on display or something?
It looked like they'd been to the mortician and made all beautiful and angelic and perfect with the little rosy cheeks, and I was just like, I could not walk that side of the mall for years.
That's crazy.
Now I think I'd be okay. I mean, it's been 15 years or more now, but...
Was the movie Look Who's Talking?
It should have been. I don't think it was the right era. Good one, though. Should have been. No, we did watch some fucking penguin show, though. Everybody's like, let's hang out and watch a movie. And we watched that movie where the penguin's baby fucking egg dies. I was like, this sucks.
The March of the Penguins?
Yeah, March of the Penguins. But then later we got to watch Farce of the Penguins with, what's that guy from the...
Bob Saget.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so good. If you guys get a chance to watch Farce of the Penguins. I mean, March of the Penguins is great. It'll rip your little heart out, especially if you've lost a baby or whatever. But Farce of the Penguins, much better.
I didn't watch it for like a long time because I liked March of the Penguins.
Well, there was
for the nature side of it, and then it was like the trailer seemed so hokey and campy and just one-linery. I was like, fuck off. I don't want into that at all.
I don't think I got to see any like trailer or anything. I think it was just somebody was like, we're going to watch Farce of the Penguins now. And I was like, what's this shit? And they're like, it's Bob Saget. And I was like, I guess he was good on that show. And they're like, no, he's like really hardcore when he's not doing the America's Funniest Home Videos, and I was like, no, it's everybody's favorite dad. It's Bob Saget. And then I was like, whoa, this is dirty. That's like the what's that show? The Amateurs? No. What's that joke?
The Aristocrats.
The Aristocrats.
Yeah, the Aristocrats.
Holy crap. Oh my god. Yeah, when they tell the joke on there.
Oh.
It's a whole movie on its own. It's like a little mini documentary, isn't it?
It's not even mini, it's like an hour and a half or something, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's a documentary about that joke, and it's a joke that gets told in show business. And is it,
I thought it was right there, but it's not.
No, it's, yeah. The first time I watched it, I was like, what the heck? This isn't, they're all, like, great actors, but I guess, like, yeah, there's this really raunchy joke.
Well, it doesn't
and
have,
the punchline,
it's only as raunchy as you want to make it.
Yeah.
It can literally be just the joke.
Yeah, but the punchline in the end is like, oh, what's the name of your act? And they're like, we're the Aristocrats.
It's not funny unless you make it something crazy. It's literally just introducing an act. Unless you make it
and then
fucked up or twisted or and then as weird as you can make it is that's the weirdness of the joke. Mm-hmm. Is that it's like it's not a normal joke, it's not a punchline joke. It's the build up that's the funny part.
It's a joke for comedians.
Right, that's what they say, right?
So they get to like make it their own, and they're like, and you know what the punchline's going to be because it's
Right, but where's it going?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to tell the joke.
Yeah, don't tell the joke.
I want people to look it up themselves. So
watch that movie. It's raunchy.
There's got to be clips on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys be careful. You don't want to play that. I mean, because the punchline sounds all good, but
it's not safe for work.
It's not safe for work or
not safe for anywhere.
Anyone that shouldn't hear.
And I realize that most people listen to stuff on their headphones now.
Yeah.
Especially if they're at work. So you just play it wherever you want. Mainly. Do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Yeah, your face. You're going to make some faces. You're going to be like gasping a little bit. But
if your work is cool or not.
You're going to get through it, and it's funny.
If anything, show it to your other friends at work, because they'll think it's funny, probably.
Yeah, whip that out.
Just whip that.
Whip out that comedy. Everybody wants to
whip
see
out that big
your
fat comedy.
Everybody wants to see it. Was it Eddie Murphy that told that joke just about everybody takes my jokes? That's where I got the.
I don't know. Eddie Murphy. Performance
Eddie
way
Murphy
more than I
delirious.
do. We weren't allowed because it was too much swearing.
And
we weren't allowed to listen to it growing
black
up.
Fella, you guys probably.
No, that was totally fine.
Too racy for you guys.
No, that was totally fine. I think
That's good. Yeah, your folks are cool like that.
Yeah. Dad didn't.
In the
Mom, Dad
80s,
didn't care
lots of
about
people
that.
were like freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom thought Eddie Murphy was pretty cool, and
it was just the swearing more than like that.
Yeah, I don't think I was probably supposed to watch it, but I definitely did. And he has a bit in Delirious where he talks about how you guys watch. He's like, you guys watch my show, and then you go home and you try to do the joke and tell it to other people, and you fuck it up. So he's like, I gotta give you a joke. And then the Bear and the Rabbit joke that I told the other day.
Oh, that's
on the other podcast. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a joke.
Oh, okay.
And so then that was the joke that you could take home, because he's like, yeah, you'll be doing my bits and fucking them up. So.
That's a good way to learn, though, as a trying to be a stand-up comedian guy. They say that's how you. Back in the day, that's how they used to learn. Is they would learn Eddie Murphy's whole shtick and then do it at class or at school the next day.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then they'd get laughs and everything, and you're not ripping them off. You're literally saying it's Eddie Murphy's stuff, but I'm just as funny trying to do it. Not just as, but And that's back in the day. A lot of them how they learn. Then you learn timing and you learn all that kind of stuff. And I never thought to try that to learn somebody else's whole thing.
Oh, I tried to memorize all of them. The Cheech and Chong, my mom had some Cheech and Chong records. What was that movie? You were like pushing down on your tongue with your fingers and then coughing at the same time.
Because my tooth is busted up and so sharp that when I talk lots for a long time, it starts to cut on both sides, and then it gets to the point where it's like ow, 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 a little bit every time I talk. So then when I'm not talking, I just kind of go,
You like lift the big juicy tongue up off the teeth?
And I'm rubbing where it rubs. I'm like, oh.
You should leave those sounds in.
Take a picture of that and show that shit.
Yeah, too bad we're not on video, you guys.
Missing out on something.
Yeah, I just never seen him do that move before. I've been together 12 years. I was like, what? But
it's hard to find a dentist these days.
Yeah.
You know,
You'll
fucking 3 months for a dentist appointment.
Yeah, get in there.
That's crazy.
Just take a skate and knock one out and be like, hey man, it's emergency, you gotta get me in now.
Take a skate.
What? Isn't that what they do on the Castaway?
Walking in with my volleyball under my arm.
Yeah. A lot of blood on it, though.
Gotta grow up my beard and hair a little bit more.
No, you don't. You know? You'll be fine.
Wash up on a raft. That'd be great.
Little seaweed negligee outfit. Just seaweed eelgrass hanging from your nips because it's so cold out.
Just barely covering, but enough that, it's still PG-13.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
Children are intrigued. They're not horrified.
You got to pass the censors. You know, yeah. Children are intrigued.
They're like, what's going on in that seaweed?
Yeah. I want to see what's underneath there, but I also really don't want to see.
Yeah, I just like mostly for see if there's some like sea creatures.
Yeah, I'm happy using my imagination to not see the seaweed.
Hey, put your sea cucumber away, buddy. Oh, maybe we should wrap this up. It's starting to get all dirty and gross.
Sleepy and
just starting to get all dirty and gross.
Yeah, just starting to get warmed up.
That and I found a chin hair I'm a little worried about. It came out.
On your own chin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, you got like some glorious chin hairs.
Yeah, one or two.
We watched Carnival.
1,552. I had them counted last week. I love Super Troopers 2. That was great. Yeah. What were you going to
say? We rewatched Carnival. So my friend Chris Badmoon, he told me about Carnival back in the day, and then we watched it again because your buddy Tom had it on DVD.
Yep.
We watched it, but then I had some trimming to do because it's that time of year.
Not chin hair trimming?
Bro, that's next. Apparently, I've...
Yeah, get on that.
Yeah.
Get those scissors going.
Guys, we gotta go. I gotta freaking get on this. I was just talking about the bearded lady from
Carnival. That's why I figured you were going there. Me. You know, yeah.
Would that be your great outfits?
There'd be a good little... If you could be any kind of freak in a freak show.
Ooh.
And you could even make up your own, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like but you don't have to. Yeah, if you want to be like... What would you be? Like
classic.
A lobster boy or like...
I'd probably be like... Absorber girl.
That would be yours. That'd be your actual
that
thing.
Is my secret power. Is I can absorb a lot of lotion.
Yeah. Step right up, folks. Step right up and see the amazing absorbitron.
Everybody's just like takes a squirt of lotion, puts it on. They're like, "Where the fuck did that go?"
I'm trying to make it not sound dirty. You know, it'd like.
Well, they put it on my shins and elbows where the dry parts are. People are going to pay to do this, don't you know?
That'd be a sweet gig. Get rubbed down some random people.
That sounds awful.
For money? With lotion?
Is that prostitution?
I think we... Yeah, I think...
I guess sex work now.
Cross
you don't call it prostitution
the line now.
Anymore.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm not sure why. I should look into why. Unless you guys know, you guys can tell us.
I think... Yeah.
Yeah, the prostitutes weren't into it.
I think I know for sure at least one side of it most likely is because sex worker is a legal trade in a lot of places.
Right.
Right? And prostitution, I think, it denotes like a gross, bad
like
sinner.
Like somebody's putting you out there and making you do it.
What? Like, we'll look up the word origin of prostitute. I don't know. I'll look it up because I'm a big fan of
maybe it implies
etymology.
That you have a pimp that's putting you out and it's a whole illegal tax evasion thing.
Yeah.
That's why most people are pissed about it, is tax evasion more than anything.
And I think too, but that's why. Yeah, it's the tax evasion thing.
For sure.
I know a lot of people have a big deal with the whole sex for money thing.
Yeah.
There's a whole like dirtiness that comes with it, right? And the drug use and everything that comes with it. And
the people that are going to it usually have some sort of hang up and a shame and everything else.
Definitely.
It's a weird double standard.
Well, that's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
From the outside, it is. I'm not a sex worker.
Yeah, the lawyer that's showing up for it and paying for it, he's totally fine and clean. But the girl is, or guy or whoever, I guess. I shouldn't say sex worker. And I think that's a big part of it too. Is they're trying to sort of more to normalize or destigmatize the dirtiness. Not even the dirtiness,
criminality.
I guess side of it, sort of more than anything, and to maybe take away the
stigma.
Pimp, pimp prostitute kind of thing. If you're a sex worker, then you could maybe be your own independent person who's out
maybe
just
there's
making
like
money.
How they have like a brothel or whatever. There's a certain hotel. It's a red light district.
Well, that's what I mean. Like in Nevada. It's legal in a lot of places there, yeah.
Yeah, do the girls have to, or the workers have to go to the other people? I think it's safer if you're in your own...
And they're usually female-owned.
Yeah.
Right? So, sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if the person that wants to have sex with somebody that's going to pay somebody, if they go to the workers' business area, I feel like that's the safest way to go. Then there's no
So, I go to the lawyer's office if I'm a sex worker? Is that what you're saying? I go to their place?
No. I think like the person that...
that'd be, it'd be like Uber.
The John has to go to...
Fluffer.
Yeah.
We might be onto something.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of just a brothel. It's not a new idea, but...
But a brothel on wheels.
No.
That you would take to somebody else's place.
No.
Or like a party wagon.
Like a bang and go? Jason?
Well, they have that. I guess they have the bang bus on, porn things.
Oh,
but,
do they?
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
you get banged on a bus, I guess. Yeah.
It sounds like East Vancouver. Yeah, anyways.
Bang bus. Oh, man.
Join us next time for the Bang Bus adventure.
All over the place podcast.
Yep. We got it all over you this time. Got all messy. Sorry,
Good thing
guys.
you're an Absorbatron. Freak shows. We'll get back to the freak show thing later.
Freaky. Yeah, I like that.
Let us know, though. That'd be a good thing for other people. Let us know.
Yeah, what would your... Well, we'll save it for next time. We'll think about that.
But if people answer, and then we can talk about, options.
Sure.
So what do you think, folks out there, that if you were
I'm mostly absorbing.
I don't even know if freak is allowed. Was it carnival sideshow? Sideshow.
Oh.
Sideshow worker. That's the new thing.
You're a sideshow worker.
Good point. Kind of am.
I'm more of a front show worker.
I'm kind of the top show.
I show the back, too.
The back show. That's definitely, I'm a back show worker.
He is a back show worker. Glorious.
All right. Thanks, folks. That was a good one. That was a fun one. That was
I got all over the place.
I don't know. I started tweaking my nipples there, so.
Because he's excited. He did just tweak his nipples, you guys. I guess it's like a Conan thing.
That's
like his new thing.
That's a code for, wrap it up, folks.
You don't have a shirt to pull up. Last time you pulled your shirt up, so this time it's a...
See?
That's how he's done. If you're at a party and Jason starts playing with his own nips, he's leaving.
Yeah, it's time. The old Irish goodbye, and where'd he go?
Okay, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and please, like I always ask, if you could share it around or like it, or even if you press the like button or something, that's good. You
Let
can
us know what you think.
Subscribe.
Are you having fun with it?
If you're into it,
we're having fun with it.
I think so.
You having fun with
it? Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, this is good. It's a good time. I don't know if the fish arcs. We have to turn. The bird is having a good time. He's scary ghosting it over there. I don't know if the fish like it, though, because I have to turn off the bubbler, because our bubbler's like... which we totally get used to. Like, I think that's why I fall asleep so easy, because you can hear it in the whole house. So, I think it's... I don't know.
It's never more obvious, though, than after we're done recording, and then we plug it back in. And then you plug
it back in, and you're like, son of a bitch!
Takes a good, 5-10 minutes before it's like... You don't even notice it again.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough about us. You guys,
love you lots. Thanks all.
Catch you next time.
All right. And then your song comes on, and
wrapping it up in a nice little bow. I really hope you liked all of our stories. We don't really have an outro yet, and I hope you didn't get the bories. That's when you say, look around, you get bored, and we'll put in the other song, because you look around and you say, fuck this. That part in the original is better. Okay, never mind.
Okay, that was great. Okay.